Once upon a time, there lived a brother Hansel and a sister Gretel. They lived with their father and stepmother in a shockingly poor family, having moved back home from college with useless degrees and student loan debt in the midst of a stifling economic recession. Kids these days are so lazy and ungrateful. Back in my day, I put myself through college with a part-time job.
Ah, yes, I miss the good old days, where the cost of tuition was reduced by 1,120% as compared to today's going rate for a college degree, according to the Huffington Post. Why can't kids adjust to the sudden demands of financial independence in spite of the American education system's apparent failure to instill them with the knowledge of how to function as a self-sufficient citizen? We should teach them a lesson by abandoning them deep in the forest. As parents, our main priority is to prevent ourselves from starving. Besides, we were the original me generation. Hansel and Gretel will be fine on their own.
But how do we initiate this conversation with them? We should probably choose one of the 3 basic topics to discuss with them, which consist of place, location, and environment.
Yes, that sounds perfect!
I'm hungry.
Go ask Dad and Stepmom for some food then. I'm on the Chipotle diet.
Clearly you aren't interested in maintaining this conversation by asking open-ended questions. I'll just close this conversation by signaling that the conversation is ending, summarizing the main points, and showing you that I have enjoyed the conversation. So thank you for your suggestion. I will ask Dad and Stepmom for some food.
Wait, what?
Dad, do we have any food? I apologize, son. I am at fault for not producing food for us to eat. I regret spending all of our family money to impress your stepmother. I sympathize, Father. I am sorry that you were seduced by an evil succubus, as all stepmothers are in these kinds of fairy tales.
Oh dear, I'm so sorry you and your sister feel that way, Hansel. But your father figure in this story has chosen sex over his children again, as all fathers do in these kinds of fairy tales, and has decided to help me abandon you in the forest. I mean, take you and your sister on a nature walk. Hello? Stepmom, I'm just gonna say sorry for whatever I did.
I think Stepmom said something about leaving us in the forest to die, but the state of modern popular media has shortened my attention span to the point of—
Whatever, how do we get home?
Don't worry, I marked our trail with Trader Joe's sprouted 7-grain bread.
Wait, isn't that the main conflict of the story, that our family doesn't have enough food to avoid starvation, and yet you had a loaf of bread the whole time that you just threw on the ground? Hey, look! A home made of pizza and alcohol! Hansel, we can't just go eating someone else's...
Who is eating my Cajun crust?
We're sorry, lonely hag. We thought this was a free pizza and alcohol house.
You fools! This is college. Nothing is actually free. But if you take this university survey inside, you can earn your pizza. It will only take 7 hours. I'm actually sending them a false equivocal message. I do want them to come inside, but the survey matters little to me. My true intention is to cook and eat them, as all elderly spinsters in fairy tales such as these do. Why don't you lovely children join me inside?
Why, thank you, kindly young cat lady. We wholeheartedly endorse your offer. We should earn our keep by taking your survey.
Why are you pretending to be so cheery?
It's self-presentation, Hansel. I have to be an ingratiator who uses charm, helpfulness, flattery to control others. Besides, we took her resources and we need to comply with her out of respect.
You're just trying to be compliance gaining and letting your guilt get to you. The food was just sitting here. This is a pseudo-conflict, simply a misunderstanding.
We have a simple conflict due to scarcity of resources, and you will create another one if you continue this inappropriate behavior.
How about we collaborate to resolve this conflict, I must be repaid for the destruction of my house, but I can see that you two are starving. Why don't we all discuss this over a nice fresh batch of cookies? Well, maybe some celery sticks for you, dear.
Hey, wait a second.
Wow, that was a little extreme, wasn't it, Gretel?
She escalated this to an ego conflict. I can't be held responsible for my actions. Now let's take her money and go and get back to stepmother. Stop laughing! You're messing up the recording!